In a forgotten corner of prehistory, where dense forests met open savannas, there lived a creature so strange, it seemed to defy the rules of evolution. It walked like a gorilla, grazed like a giraffe, and yet it was related to horses. This is the Chalicothere. Over 15 million years ago, in the lush, humid forests of Eurasia and Africa, Chalicotheres roamed slowly beneath the canopy. Some stood more than 2.5 meters tall at the shoulder, towering, broad-backed giants that seemed to have been assembled from spare parts. But these weren't predators or stampeding beasts. They were quiet, deliberate browsers, moving slowly, feeding with purpose. Unlike their hoofed horse relatives, Chalicotheres walked on their knuckles, just like modern gorillas. Their front limbs were unusually long, ending in thick, curved claws. At first glance, they might seem built for battle, but these claws weren't weapons. They were tools. With surprising grace, a Chalicothere would rear up on its powerful hind legs, reach into the trees with those hooked forelimbs, and pull down branches heavy with leaves and fruit. It didn't graze across grasslands. It browsed high, carefully selecting the best the forest had to offer. Its teeth tell the same story, low-crowned and well-suited for soft, leafy food. Not for grinding tough grasses, but for chewing tender shoots and canopy fruits. It was a gourmet in a world of grazers. Even its face may have looked unusual. Some paleontologists believe it had large, mobile lips, or even a short trunk, to help it grasp and pluck leaves. Paired with a strong sense of smell, it could likely sniff out ripe foliage before taking its first bite. The Chalicothere wasn't fast. It didn't need to be. It was perfectly adapted to a slow, forested world. But evolution is a harsh sculptor, and the world doesn't stand still. As the Miocene epoch wore on, the climate began to cool. Rainfall patterns shifted, forests retreated, open grasslands stretched across what had once been woodlands. And with the trees disappearing, so too did the Chalicotheres' way of life. They couldn't outrun predators, they couldn't adapt to a grazing diet, and they couldn't compete with the nimble antelope or fast-footed horses that now ruled the plains. Slowly, inevitably, they vanished. Species by species, they slipped into extinction, until all that remained were bones, fossilized echoes of a family that once thrived in the treetops. Today, Chalicotheres are gone, but in their strangeness, they leave behind a legacy, a vivid reminder of evolution's endless creativity. They show us that life doesn't move in straight lines. It branches, twists, experiments, and sometimes it creates something utterly unexpected. The Chalicotheres were one of evolution's boldest experiments. Knuckle-walking browsers, clawed leaf pullers, forest giants, built for a world that no longer exists. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the deep past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories of the strange, the lost, and the utterly fascinating.